completed the walking test, and it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Just because of the fact that I'm so used to running a mile that when I tried to walk a mile, it actually was more painful than running a mile. Mostly just a patience thing. I caught myself constantly trying to run it versus walk it, or I would walk so fast I might as well start jogging. So, let's go ahead and begin this. Why is it important to complete a readiness assessment prior to starting an exercise program? It is important because if you are not in the correct state of health and begin an exercise regimen, you can overwork yourself, or worse, do irreversible damage to your ligaments, muscles, etc. Next up is, why is it important to assess your beginning fitness level? If you know where you stand in the beginning, you can better develop a regimen based on your starting point, not someone else's. There's been many times when I had worked out in the past and I didn't really have a guide to go off of, that I would just jump into the gym and try to do what somebody else did. And that person had been working out a long time. Kind of just choose what the biggest guy is doing and do it. And I hurt myself. So I learned from that mistake. But it's very easy to do. So that's why it's important. What were my results? Well, first of all, the actual assessment, I answered no to each of the questions. So I am healthy to start an exercise program or continue one. So I'm at a healthy stage in my life to safely begin and continue a regimen. I scored a 65.23 on the VO2 max. And I finished above what most people did. Alright, so yeah, that's the next one. How did your results compare to other individuals within your age group? Well, I outperformed the majority of my age, definitely. I think the superior is like 58, and I made a 65, so I definitely passed the score. So let's see. Next is, were you happy with these results? Of course I was. I take a lot of pride in my physical fitness, and when I was in the military and everything, I haven't kept it up as much as I should, but I still felt good. I felt like that, even though it's been quite a while since I actually had a dedicated fitness program, I'm still in pretty decent shape. That's a good thing. Definitely helped my confidence. And next up is identify 3 ways you can improve your results. Okay. Definitely, well, I'm not used to walking, and I'm used to running or jogging, stretching my calves more. My goodness. Because I was walking so fast, I definitely felt it in my calves, and it caused a lot of pain and pressure and tension there. Kind of like shin splints, if you know what that is. I should have started at a slower pace. I kind of wanted to go too fast, get it done aggressively, which is how I mostly do most of my exercises. And it caused a lot of excessive lactic acid to react, slowing my time down considerably, because I basically just used all my energy in the very beginning. If I would just pace myself, I'd been better, and definitely patience. I caught myself trying to jog, like I said at the beginning, instead of walk. Because of the speed I walked, I might as well be jogging. It was just easier. How does the lifestyle factor of physical fitness affect overall health and wellness? Well, in this circumstance, with the actual walking test, it increases leg and core strength, which is the foundation of your body. If you don't have a strong foundation, then, or if for anything, it's going to fall apart. It's not going to be stable. Your body's the same exact way. I remember every time that I would go to the gym, you would see, basically, I would call them skyscrapers. It would be, I call the guys skyscrapers, because they have the top, at the bottom, they just have these tiny little legs. And they couldn't run very far or anything. And it's just because they had worked on their upper body and forgot about their lower body and their foundation. It wasn't everybody, but majority of the guys that were there for their arms or there for their chest, and that's it. They didn't care about their legs, unless they were athletes. It also decreases blood pressure, increases your metabolic rate, which means you'll burn fat quicker. You'll burn excess calories because of the increased metabolic rate. And it also builds immune support. Really, there's no downside to it. Next up is, how do these results relate back to your physical wellness results from week 1? Well, the results relate back to the dimension of wellness. Because I'm strong in the physical aspect of wellness, this has to be a lot easier and consistent. Besides the fact I felt like it was easier to run the mile than walk it. That's patience. So I guess I got stressed because it was taking too long to finish it. I just wanted to get it over with. Not because not because I wanted to rush it, just because I just wanted to push myself to the hardest like I always do. Let's see. And what other dimensions of wellness does physical wellness affect, and how? Well, physical affects all dimensions of wellness, because the physical is your body and your mind. If you're inactive, and you feel sick and spoiled all the time because you're inactive, the rest of your dimensions are going to suffer. And they all go hand in hand. Even Carmen's example in the last assessment, her physical was out. She was stressed all the time and didn't really want to go work out. And because of that, all of the rest of the dimensions kind of faded out. And I even mentioned that in my last assignment. And it looks like that's it. Hope you learned something and enjoyed. Thank you.